Why is GTA 6 trending? Did Rockstar announce something, or is it just rumors again? Probably just rumors again. Surely it is just rumors. Hello, everyone. I haven't streamed in a while, so I thought I would just come say hi before work today. Won't be a long stream. But it's been, I don't know. I think it's been like 2 weeks. That's my bad. It happens. I went to Alabama. And then to Vegas. Alabama is very boring. Sorry to say it. Thank you, Puiseca. I did have a good TwitchCon. Yeah, it was a really good time. And thank you, I played the bass. When the new hair drop? So I said I might have to change my hair. I didn't say I definitely would. And we're gonna try not to. It was not a I am changing it. It was like I'm probably gonna have to change it. But I'm gonna try to avoid it. So why is people so sure about a GTA 6 trailer dropping? It's just like rumors. This happens every time. Like literally every 6 months, every 3 months, there's a GTA leaks rumors, and then the hype dies down, and people get mad at Rockstar because there wasn't any information, even though Rockstar didn't promise anything. It's so weird. Thank you, Gijoto. What If Season 2 trailer to drop? What's What If? Oh, that's the Marvel show, right? Thank you, Protect Me, Cone. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, Alabama was really boring, mostly because there are definitely nice areas and it was so green, but everything closes really early. So if you want to eat in Alabama, you goddamn better be eating at the Lord's 7 p.m. Because everything's closed at 9. And people are so talkative, but also share weird stuff. I was talking to an Uber driver about just movies. We were just talking about movies in general because I was there for a film visit. And he was like, I like pretty much all kinds of movies. I watch everything. Now, I don't watch porno films. To which I was like, oh, haha. Why would you say that? Why did you think that would be part of the relevant to the conversation? And also, I think if you say that to somebody, you're lying. I think if anybody ever says, now I do not watch porno films, he 100% watches porno films. Thank you, Intrepid191. Yeah, it was really strange. There was also an instance of Rahul called an Uber and they cancelled on him. I called an Uber and I got the exact same driver. I suspect people in Alabama were cancelling on Rahul because his name is Rahul. And the guy made up a weird excuse like I couldn't find my keys, which didn't make sense because he was already driving. Thank you, Corey. I never worked at G4 though, so you might be thinking of someone else. It seems my eyebrows gone back to normal. It hasn't. If I look at you, it's still higher. This is makeup though, which I did not do. Makeup artist did this, and I just sort of left it because she did such a good job. But now I feel like I look overly formal at all times. Like I took it off everywhere on my face. I just have sunscreen on right now. But my eyes and my eyebrows, I left enough of it that I could do it. But now I just look really fancy. But it's expensive, you know? It's expensive. You want to keep up with that. Need to wash it off at night? Yeah, but only really off your skin. Like, ain't nobody getting clogged pores on their eyelids. So, like, it's all been washed off all here and all here. There's no makeup. It's just, like, a little bit on my eyelids, like down here, and my eyebrows. Because I'm not, you know? You know? It is what it is. What sunscreen do I use on my face? I don't remember. Do wear sunscreen every day, though. It's good stuff. Does make me really shiny, though. I always look oily because I'm always just wearing sunscreen. Where Bando? Hey, Banjo! Little boy! I can hear his legs. Little man! There he is! Hi, bud. Hello, handsome. Hi, my handsome boy. I'm so handsome. Bando here. Hello. Hello, big baby. Hello, big baby. What you doing? You're doing good boy stuff. You want to say hi, Bando? Say hi. Say hi, come on. Look at me. What? Excuse me, mister. Don't eat the plant. Can you say hi? Say hi. Come on. You can do it. Ben just says no. He says only pats. Hello, handsome. Little waggy tail. Oh my gosh. Thank you. He's a good boy. And I get the time. What's the next game I'm thinking of streaming? I just bought a new cable to fix my Elgato issues, so we will stream Spider-Man tonight. Probably 6 p.m. His photo looks gorgeous. Yeah, he's a beautiful. You say hi. We say hi. You got to say hi. Not put your nose on my face. He's so happy to be home. I'm so happy to get him. Thank you, JPNT. My favorite makeup brand for eye. I'm not a good person to ask about makeup. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm very bad at makeup. And all I really wear is eyeliner. Thank you, Saint Anger. Do I plan on playing Alan Wake 2? Definitely. Very excited about that. I'll try and stream that this weekend as well, because that comes out in 2 days, right? Can Banjo wear a Kazooie backpack and be himself for Halloween? I looked into it, okay? I looked into that last year, and the answer is ultimately no. Oh, yeah, by the way, I haven't streamed since I got surgery, have I? You want to see the new scar? It's pretty tidy. It's looking pretty good. It's still pretty itchy. It's just very scabby over here. It'll go away soon. But yeah, now it's tiny, so it worked. I still look this eyebrow. Also, I've got this crazy thing now where if I do this, it feels like orgasmically good. Because it like doing that over this side like does something where it like tingles my nerves over here as I guess they're coming back together. It feels so nice. I just keep wanting to be like, oh, that's so good. Yeah. Oh. Thank you, Sim Monkey. I appreciate that. His legs and hips are 100% now. Banjo? No. Whenever I'm away, I board him at a physical therapist because it's still not even close to 100%. At this point, I'm like unsure if it will ever be at 100%, which is really sad. Oh, thank you so much, Steve. Oh, I didn't realize you were there, Steve. That is a bummer. Next time. Wire surgery. I had a scar cut out. I keep saying it was for cosmetic reasons, but it also technically wasn't. Like, yeah, I had it removed. It was a pretty unsightly scar. And that, like, the only time that I was ever really aware of it was when I was at the gym. Otherwise, I didn't really think about it. Whereas now, I don't think I'm going to think about it at all. Or if, like, I had my hair pulled back, it would, like, peek out. You could see it all the time. But it was also because the doctor... Also, go give me this friendship bracelet in TwitchCon. With my name on it. It's so cute. It was expanding. And I guess if you have an excess of scar tissue, it can cause problems over time. So the doctors were also encouraging me to do it for medical reasons. It wasn't just because they didn't like it. Thank you, Matrix, Anadino, and Whale. Did the migraine surgery work out for you in the end now? It worked out for me from the start, man. I ain't had a single migraine since I had the surgery. I think I'm going to need to get the brow thing fixed. I'm going to need to get rid of the tattoo. I really didn't want to get another surgery, so I don't think I'm going to need to. I'm just going to have to get the tattoo removed. Because right now it's being covered by makeup. And you can still see that it's higher on that side. But it's not, it's fine. It's not terrible. It's also like, I can't move this eyebrow really, but I can move this one. So if I just do this all the time, I'm good. I'm gonna have to get the tattoo removed, which is fine. Thank you, JX Boogs. Hello. Hello, how are you? Favorite movie so far this year? That's a great question. What's come out this year? I loved the Ninja Turtles movie. Oppenheimer. Oh, what kind of tattoo? I had my eyebrows tattooed. I mean, I still have real eyebrows. They just tattoo below them, but I did this one slightly higher because my eyebrows were uneven anyway. And so now that they're like almost, my eyebrows are actually sort of the same, I have to get this tattoo removed to bring it back down. Yeah, it's microblading, not an actual tattoo. I did like Talk to Me a lot. Haven't seen Killers of the Flower Moon yet. I'm going to see that next week. A similar thing on your forehead where you had to fix it because you walked into a bin as a kid. So I have this one big scar. It's here, right here, because I can feel it. But you probably can't see it unless it's up close. I guess you can kind of see it, little white thing, because I ran into a pole as a kid. Ran headfirst into a like sharp corner of a pole. Now I have a little Harry Potter scar. Oh, Mission Impossible 7, I didn't see it. Was Top Gun this year? That was last year, right? Tell Rahul he was fantastic in House of Usher. You watched the whole thing on the plane ride home? Man, it sucks that the strikes mean we can't talk about it. I love the show. I really, really love it. I think it's so much fun. I think Rahul did a fantastic job. But Henry Thomas, who plays Froderick, is probably one of my favorite characters in anything ever. Can't I talk about it? No, not really. I can't. I can talk about it as much as I am now, but I still can't promote it because I have to support the actors in their strike. Can't promote Netflix, who is currently, profiting tremendously off of the show, while all of the actors earn absolutely nothing because they don't get residuals. So no. But man, it seems like maybe the strikes will end this week, and the second they do, I'm gonna do like a podcast with Rahul and talk about it. Maybe we'll even have Mike on, just because I think it's just such a fucking fun show. And that is all we can say. Yeah, my guess is that they're either gonna raise prices again, or realistically what they'll do is put ads in Netflix. Because the issue with like giving actors residuals when they work on a Netflix show is if all of the money comes from the subscribers, right? All the money comes from subscriptions. That's not unlimited. So if the Fall of the House of Usher makes $1 million, oh, thank you, Synergist N7. Thank you so much. It however much money it makes, that the people who are watching that mostly like only pay the subscription. They're not. I don't know how you would calculate it. If a show is huge and has no new subscribers and it's just the same rate as always, whatever, it could bankrupt Netflix in theory. Like, I feel like it wouldn't. It could hurt their profits if something was too successful and they didn't get any new subs. So I feel like they're going to have to add ads in, which... Seeing Mark Hamill was a huge surprise. Thank you so much, NK Nunstrup. Thank you. Appreciate you. Thank you. One main issue is they apparently don't even disclose a show's watch time. I think that they're hiding all of the data for creators, which absolutely sucks. It seems extremely dishonest. There are a lot of issues with it. Yeah. I'm concerned about what they're going to do in response to the services. Like, are they going to charge us more? Obviously, what they should do is just pay people fairly and make less profit, but we know that won't happen. How are we going to have to suffer? Well, the actors, Is it easier to get work on a streaming service as opposed to a film? Same industry. It's not any easier or any harder, really. Streaming sites are just a new cable, yeah. I only have Netflix and Peacock. I don't pay for anything else. Netflix just because it's Netflix, really. They did good with that brand. And Peacock because of sports. Streaming services get to blame actors, writers for price increase. I'm sure they'll fucking love that. Yeah, what is that about YouTube ad block, Link? I've seen some people talk about that. I've never used ad block because, like, my thing with using ad block on YouTube is, and I think this like is maybe because of my media background. You're getting the content from your favorite creators for free. Why would you want to take the money away from them? Just watch the ad. They're making that stuff and it takes hours, you know? Like, I've been on YouTube for 10 years. Shit's hard. So I would never use an ad block because I don't want to take money away from people, you know? Twitch ad just showed up when I was saying that. That's funny. Thank you, Kenny G138 for the sub. Yeah, so I use YouTube Premium as well. That's why I go with YouTube Premium. Helps the creators, gets rid of ads. Me too. Me too. But I guess I also use it because like when I'm streaming and I want to like watch YouTube videos or whatever. Where you going, Banjo? Okay, see you later, little independent boy. I don't want ads to show up for the Twitch audience as well. But I don't know. I would never use ad blocker. I don't use them on websites either because it's like if you're using those websites and you're consuming that content, why would you not want the people whose content you are objectively consuming to get paid? You know? I don't know. I've just never been about using ad blockers. YouTube Premium is actually a good deal for creators. I think it is. I think it works out pretty well for us. Yeah. Happy to pay for YouTube Premium considering how many YouTube videos I watch. Yeah, I mean, again, I don't know. If people are making stuff for free, why would I want to take the money away from them? It doesn't take long to watch an ad. You can skip it real fast. You know? Is YouTube clear about your premium money going to the creators you watch? So from our end, yes. As a creator, you get told exactly how much YouTube premium revenue you gained in a month. So, yes. Started blocking ads on YouTube when they started triggering misophonia. That is fair. I wonder if, like, that's probably an area of accessibility that has not been tapped into yet. It's like advertising accessibility. Do I always wear glasses? Only when looking at screens or reading. And watching TV. I only needed them since COVID. Like I had them before, but it was a very light prescription. Premium or add more if you can share. It doesn't really work that way. So I don't know. Because we don't get breakdowns based on individual users, if that makes sense, Peter. Like we get told how much premium money we made and then how much ad money we made. I would think the ad money is more, but that would just in theory be because more people don't have premium. So it's not broken down on an individual basis. So it's hard to say. Is Rahul like cats IRL? I don't think he's a huge animal person in general until Banjo. And now he gets it. But I don't think his family had animals. He tells me having pets is white people shit. So there's that. You don't watch a lot of TV aside from soccer? Yeah, I watch very little. Yeah, Steve, I don't know if there is, like, do I have the option to, like, I'm terrified of spiders, to say no ads showing spiders, you know? Like, do we have, I just don't know if advertising accessibility across the board is a thing. And it seems like it would be very easy for YouTube to implement that, except that I guess it would make it harder for them to get profit. So there's that. My issues with ads on YouTube and websites is the data tracking and privacy infringement that happens to display specialized ads. So that's going to happen to you regardless of whether you use an ad blocker or not, though. I feel like there was a subtle, maybe unintentional nod to you and Rahul's show, the white hair, the PlayStation Icons logo on the shelf, and Cyberpunk. Yeah, Cyberpunk was because of me, actually. They tried to get God of War, but couldn't. But he did choose to play Cyberpunk as a reference to me, yes. A good eye. And then the other one he's playing is The Last of Us, which I won't share. There's a reason that he chose that too. But I'll let Rahul talk about it when he's maybe allowed to talk about it eventually. How do you like fake scam Mr. Beast ads, YouTube? I didn't know that was a thing. There are like fake, like AI Mr. Beast ads? That's wild. You gonna play Spider-Man 2 on stream? Yes, planning to do it tonight. If I time my shit right, I'll be live at 6 p.m. I got a new cable because the last stream, obviously, my Elgato kept cutting out, which was awful in terms of audio. So I got a new cable that hopefully will fix that, as long as it arrives in time. Then we will stream Spider-Man tonight. I have not played it yet. I'm looking forward to it. Thank you so much, Ellie. I appreciate that. Thank you. Does the stream flicker for anyone else? Okay, so that's a weird thing that's been happening recently. It will only flicker if you aren't watching the stream in 1080p. I don't know why that's happening. But it will flicker unless you change it to 1080, and if you're watching in 1080, it's fine. Couldn't explain why. CWs would be a good start to incentivize. And yeah, it's more of a society culture thing, lacking proper education about accessibility to make CW ads a thing. Yeah. But there are so many ways that that could be so helpful. Like, especially for people who have like auditory sensitivities, ads can be so aggressive. Am I done playing Starfield? No, but I did get scared of Starfield, and I've said this repeatedly because my achievements are bugged. And I'm really close to 100,000. And I'm scared that if I continue playing the game, that they will randomly pop. Sorry, 100,000 gamer score, I should say. They will randomly pop, and because I really would love to get the actual 100,000. Like, I would like to get that exact number on stream. But if I keep playing Starfield, I'm worried they'll just show up and I'll miss it. So I'm like scared to keep playing the game. You know what I mean? Fire Starfield up. I fired it up and got 6 rare Chivos that never popped in my first playthrough. I'm so scared. How close am I? I'm on... Let me check. Achievements. I'm on 99,480. I'm going to play some more of El Paso Elsewhere, which will keep getting them as well. For Starfield, I only have 110, and I'm missing like stuff that obviously I should have. And it's not even pre-release stuff. It's stuff I've done multiple times. Like, I don't have joining UC Vanguard. I don't have flying into space for the first time. Like, there are tons of them that I just don't have. And like, surely it'll fix eventually. I have a weird 3 at the end of my gamer score. It's annoying. Okay, Elduro. So I recently just played a bunch of really weird games to fix that. So I played a game called En Verlor Verstand, which was terrible. Very bad game. To get 22. And then I needed one more. So I played Gunworld Xbox One Edition and got 1. because I needed exactly 23 and it was really hard to figure out how to get it, so that I got back to 480. But now I can never play Doom Eternal Battle Mode again. Battle Mode PC again, because I obviously finished Doom Eternal on Steam, I think. And then I played it on Xbox. And then I bought it on the Xbox version of... And I don't even know why I did that. Oh, no, it was because I was downloading it for a sponsored thing. So I then played it a third time, not realizing it would be connected to my achievements. And one of the first achievements you get in Doom Eternal is you get 33, I think it is, for killing 666 demons or something like that. So now I have uneven gamer score for Doom Eternal PC version on Xbox, which is so weird. They can just never touch that game again. Worse than King Kong. I did also want to play that this week. Yeah, Steve, I'll definitely do a Road to 100k stream. But again, I'm so worried that Starfield is going to just pop all those achievements at any time. It's scary. Yeah, Outer Wilds and Redfall. Redfall also was part of the problem. And I looked into what I would need to do to fix the Redfall uneven gamer score, and ultimately decided I'm also never playing Redfall again, because I was going to play a bunch more of it, because one of it's just like do everything in a certain area, but one of them is something to do with like having maximum bond with all party members or some shit like that, which I think would be really hard to do. So we also never touch Redfall again. Well, I want to play Skull Island Rise of Kong. I want to... What is it on? Should I like get it on Steam? It is on Steam. Wow. Oh, it's on everything. Let me buy it on Steam and I might stream it. Should be an achievement game to make even gamer scores. Apparently those aren't allowed on the Xbox store. Would it pop if you uninstalled the game? I tried. I did play Hi-Fi Rush. Fantastic game. I hope it gets some awards. What are the statues in the back? That is... they're part of the... it's Prime 1 Studios. Or sorry, maybe it's XM Studios. I think they're Prime 1. God of War statues. And obviously this is Thor's hammer I've got leaning up on the back there. What's my favorite Bethesda game? Fallout 3, probably? Unless you mean Bethesda Publishing, in which case it's Wolfenstein. Probably, I don't know which one I like more out of the New Order or the New Colossus. I really like both of those games. I don't know if I have a preference. Or Dishonored 2, which I absolutely adore with my whole dang heart. Also a big fan of Prey. But like Bethesda Softworks is Fallout 3. I lost my gamer tag that had a lot of gamer score, but it got lost, so now I don't care about achievement points at all. That also happened to me. But it happened long enough ago that I managed to rebuild them. I don't care a ton in that, like, I won't play things that I don't care about in order to get them. You know, I have friends who play, like, I'm not going to play that Avatar game for the 1,000. I do care about it being even, but that's entirely unrelated. But I use it more both for trophies and achievements, where if I'm really liking a game and I want more out of it, then I start trying to get achievements. Oh. New Vegas was not made by Bethesda Softworks. New Vegas was made by Obsidian. What horror game would you want remade? I don't know, I like the old charm of a horror game. What game am I most looking forward to? Right now... Alan Wake 2, but that's cheating. Should play Alien Isolation for Halloween stream. I've already played that game. Play any Metal Gears? I'm really excited to replay Metal Gear, yeah. Looking forward to that. Not 1 to 100% a game, but getting all the achievements in Deathloop was a blast. I fucking love Deathloop. I don't know why the community like didn't give that game that much love. I love Deathloop. I think it's fantastic. I'm gonna play Super Mario Wonder. Yeah, but not urgently. Got some flights coming up. That'll probably be what I play on flights. It looks really, really, really good. I heard bad things about the MGS port. I saw that too, but I think they said they're fixing it soon. When does that come out? Metal Gear. Collection Volume 1, right? Yeah. It's out today. My. Konami confirms Metal Gear Solid Master Collection Volume 1 issues to be addressed post-launch. What did they say? Well, it's such a weird thing to do. To, like, immediately be like, yeah, by the way, the game you're about to buy is broke. Sorry about that. They said timing of subtitles doesn't match up with audio. Visual options missing. You can't swap between windowed and full screen. Oh my god, that's so basic. How is that not there? Gosh dang. Game slows down in cutscenes. Processing load issues. Slight delay to the timing of certain visual effects. Switching between windowed and full screen. There are typos for the subtitles in multiple versions. The timing for a scene and background music to trigger in certain cutscenes is slightly different from the original game. Oh my god. That's nuts. What? How do you... You know? How? Wow. An hour into MGS2 on Switch and it's gorgeous. They do look really good, but damn. It's so wild. Not been able to download the Japanese audio pack for any of the games in the collection so far today. It's just so many bad remakes at the moment. Like, it happened with GTA, obviously, as well. And, like, worth noting that that was not made by Rockstar. I have so many things to say about Rockstar. But I feel like they literally are cash grabs. Like, there are a lot of things in the games industry that people call cash grabs that aren't. They're remakes. When the quality's so bad, they're like, fuck it, they'll buy it anyway. Who cares? They're gonna buy it anyway. We don't give a shit. And it's just so sad. Any suggestions for games that are good to play around looking after a newborn? Super Mario Wonder? Zelda? Anything on Switch you'd be fine, I would think. Well, not anything, but any Nintendo. First party Nintendo, you'd be good. Halo MCC is probably the greatest remaster ever made. It had issues on launch though too, didn't it? I mean, I love the Master Chief Collection. So So yeah, it was a fun time. Hope I will come to a European TwitchCon too sometimes. Alas, probably not. The whole having a job thing makes getting to Europe quite hard. Vegas, I don't even need to take any time off work. So I flew in after work and didn't have to skip a day. Whereas Europe's a little bit harder. I'd agree there was a general good vibe at TwitchCon this year. That said, did you guys know that there was like a shooting threat at TwitchCon this year? I don't know if that made the rounds. That I don't even know if Twitch announced it, or maybe they didn't even know that people were sort of messaging each other because there was some guy who was driving to TwitchCon with a gun threat. I think he was trying to shoot the partner of a girl he liked or something. So that happened. I don't know if Twitch even knew or like how many people knew about it. But that was a real thing that I don't think made social media news, which is wild and terrifying. Thankfully they had security, obviously, but yeah, super scary. Did I meet Dan Clancy, who's all over 1 million streams? I don't think I know who that is. You have to keep in mind, I don't know who any of these people are. Dan Clancy, the American computer scientist? No? Thank you, Dr. Joda. All I knew drama-wise was Aiden Ross got kicked out of TwitchCon. How did he even get in? Oh, Dan's the new CEO of Twitch. Oh, sorry. My bad. No, I did not. But it seems like I'm planning to, now that we can multi-stream on YouTube, I am going to do it for conferences. As I used to. Stuff like Just Chatting will obviously stay here. I'll probably move podcasts back to just on YouTube. Anything that's like video game editorial stuff will go on YouTube and everything else will stay on Twitch. So some things I'll move back over there permanently, or I'll multi-stream, because I guess why not? But I will do it occasionally. I'm just going to be like, it's not going to be everything. Thank you, Lance. Just hitting here, gaming on YouTube. That's interesting. I'm still going to do gaming on here, but I might also stream like the first hour of Spider-Man to YouTube and then cut it off or whatever. Because there are some things that like work for my YouTube audience that don't work on Twitch or vice versa. So yeah. The hexagons in the background light up. People ask that a lot. No, they don't. They're just like soundboards. They're not soundproof things. They're not drippy. They're not cool. I like the way it looks though, because I originally had all the posters of every game that I either was in or worked on. And I decided it was a little too busy. So I found these. I got them on Etsy. And just scattered them about. A bunch of different colors. I think they look nice. But yeah, if they lit up, it would be a little too much, I think. I just answered that question, infrared. We just spoke about that. I did also see somebody brought me one of my boxing shirts to sign. Which is the first time I've seen somebody have one of those in person, which was cool. I guess except for friends. I have not played Phantom Liberty yet. No, I think my new PC is officially fixed. So I will probably finally play it. But not until next week, I guess. Because now it's like Spider-Man, Alan Wake. It's just there's just too many video games, man. Have I gotten my 19 inches of Venom? I have. My 19 inches of Venom is downstairs. I'll put a little unboxing as a YouTube short. Very excited. Am I really 5'10"? I sure am. Sure am, gamer. Are the eyebrows better? Not quite. It's improving. But this is makeup, so... it will never just even out by itself. I gotta get the tattoo removed. It is what it is. 2023 is the golden year for video game releases. It has been really good, which sucks so bad because there were so many layoffs. I will also say, I don't know if any of you saw this. Let me find it. Where is it? David Jaffe. Why can't I find him? David Scott Jaffe. Scott Jaffe. I can't. Is he like shadow banned on Twitter or something? I can't find him. How weird. It's really hard to like find people on Twitter anymore. So, David Jaffe tweeted this a few days ago. And like I said, there have been a ton of layoffs this year, right? And he tweeted this. For anyone who doesn't know, David Jaffe is the original creator of God of War. And he tweeted saying, "Sad, frustrating, potentially super disrespectful news dropping tomorrow about PlayStation if my sources are correct. I talk around it in this members only video, but in less than 24 hours, I'm sure the journalists will get a hold of it and tell the tale. It's not a lock, but these two sources both work at PlayStation, have never once been wrong in sharing what they share. If it's true, man, let's just say no matter what you do, never ever buy the idea that your work is your family and the company is your life. And if true, I don't have the details as of why, but I can imagine, then man, I tell you, the Sony we all came up with is mostly dead. Doesn't mean the new Sony is bad, but just means, yeah, sad times." I, reading that, which I now know was clickbait, was like, shit, am I going to get laid off? Like, am I going to have a bunch of my colleagues get laid off tomorrow? Because he tweeted this, trying to get people to join his members only video, clearly. Like, there's no way that you write, "Sad, frustrating, potentially super disrespectful news dropping tomorrow about PlayStation if my sources are correct." And then if it's true, no matter what you do, never buy the idea that your work is your family and the company is your life. That sounds a lot like layoffs, doesn't it? Like a lot. And I like Jaffe. I consider Jaffe a friend. It turns out that it was actually just about Connie Booth either leaving or being let go. And she's worked on a lot of games and has a very prolific career, but is like, you know what you were implying. Like, isn't that shitty? Like, to just, you know, people who work at Sony follow you. And I was like, am I going to get fucking laid off? Like, that's, and then he like spun up all this hype from all these Twitter accounts. People like, layoffs hitting Sony. You know? And then he's like trying to double down and be like, I wasn't mislead. Come on, dude. Come on now. You know that what you were saying was not going to make most... Like, how do you call something sad, frustrating, potentially super disrespectful news dropping tomorrow about PlayStation? You know what I mean? And I was just like, dude, I get that, like, you gotta get your YouTube memberships, but think about the real people who follow you when you post this stuff. Just wild. As a figurine collector and collector of random stuff is an issue to clean and dust. I've never had dust problems. People ask that all the time. Not an issue. I may have answered this before. What game are you proudest for working on? For sure, God of War Ragnarok. Sorry about that. My virus threat. He's not wrong about giving into corpse being your family friend. That's true, but it's not really relevant to the post. But yeah, it's just crazy that it's been like such a good year for video games in terms of like the stuff that's come out, and a really not good year for the games industry. Like, it's totally at odds. It's such a shame. Sounds like the retirement benefits getting axed. Do I request the day off for a Santa Monica studio? Just super cool. No, I don't have the day off. I'll stop streaming in probably about 15 minutes. And to get to work. Thoughts on Liverpool this season? Yeah, I think we're doing super well too. Still very frustrated about the Tottenham game, but it happens. It just feels so unfair. Like, it's just so nuts that that can just happen, you know? But it is what it is. Didn't sound like mass layoffs, just sounded like a shift was happening that he wasn't happy with. I don't know, dude. Super disrespectful news. Make sure you don't make the company your life. Most people assumed it was layoffs. Do I feel like my job isn't secure during these times? No, I'm not worried about being laid off. But no one ever is. You know, it happens. What's my job? I am a writer at Sony Santa Monica Studio. Somebody's impersonating me on Discord. Yeah, I've heard about that. Some people impersonate me all the time. There's very little I can do about it, but I'm sorry that that is happening. Oh, they're glad they brought you here. But I'm sorry. I don't think there's... Like, I recently had somebody impersonate me on Instagram and I reported them and Instagram said, no, we decided that they don't violate the terms. And I was like, are you sure though? Really? Okay. Did I manage to trade some Pokemon cards in Vegas? No. Because when I posted that, I feel like most people did not read the part where I said in Vegas. But a very nice man, I think he goes by Chocobo Guy, did give me another booster pack. So I'll open that soon. Thank you, J.Redbud. What do they say, Andromeda? What do they say when they impersonate me on Discord? Are they trying to make you buy something or like download something? What's the goal? Thank you, in the nick of time. A friend who got impersonated on IG, they have a whole storyline for her. It's so nuts. How I stop all the sex bots on Twitter. Yeah, and Twitter's like half of it's not even actual bots right now. Like, so much of Twitter right now is girls trying to promote their OnlyFans. Which I find, like, it's like real people being bots. And there's so many of them. Oh, they're asking how you are. That's so weird. I wonder what they're doing it for. I had a friend have her actual IG account get taken down by a fake account. No way. How weird is that? That's wild. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, Lucy. I hope you're okay. 3 months notice is really, really nice, but I'm so sorry to hear that. Layoffs are just so brutal. I'm so sorry. And my Twitch and everything linked to? It's so weird. Thank you, RetroGold13. Appreciate ya. Thanks for hanging out, Steve. Have a good one. It wasn't the real Alanah who promised to send you PSA 10 first edition Charizard. It was not. Have I seen Killers of the Flower Moon? Going to see it on Monday or Tuesday? I don't remember. Sometime next week. I'm excited. I'm really looking forward to it. Get random people you don't know following me on Twitter. That's gotta be bots too, right? Like that has to be, I would think. When you get like random accounts follow you for no reason. I assume to get them to think they are you and then eventually push selling something or phishing. I would think so too. I think they eventually... It's a long game though, but they eventually give a link. They're like, do you want to join a chat or whatever? And then they ruin your life. Hope people don't fall for it. Thank you, Bad Coyote Funky. Wish those Pokemon skateboards didn't sell out. Yeah, they're so cool. I do feel lucky that I got one. Oh my gosh, thank you so much, J.Redbud, for the 11 gifted subs. Thank you so much. That's so nice of you. I appreciate you. Thank you. I gave like 10 gifted subs to someone recently, and I was like, oh, I react so differently. I guess everyone's different though. But she was just like, thanks, and then went back to what she was saying, and I'm always surprised. Every single time I get gifted subs, I'm like, oh my god, why have you done that? That's so kind. And some people are like, thanks. horror Let's Play with Sam and Kate this month. We're trying. Schedules have been tough though. So I don't know if we'll be able to do it before October ends because the schedules have been hard. But I've been asking. I've been trying to make it work. But they're shooting a film. Had someone message me pretending to be Troy Baker. I guilted him into revealing he was in fact from Nigeria and trying to scam you. How did you do that? You guilted him? I mean, I had someone message me pretending to be Rahul's manager. That was a fun one. And they were like, hey, Rahul really wants to talk to you. I'm Rahul Kohli, manager. If you talk to me, we can set up a meeting. And I was like, I could meet Rahul Kohli? I'm his biggest fan! Yeah, it was very funny. Like, you really picked the wrong person to say this to. I think he was like sitting next to me, you know? Oh my god. Thank you, Gnuttlebit. Made him feel really bad? Wow. That's wild. No, I did not get to meet Rahul Kohli. Devastating. I did not. There are channels where each gift sub has a cool alert and start a party. Yeah, that's true. I never have had alerts on any of this stuff. I mean, I learned a lot at TwitchCon about all the things that I do wrong on Twitch, to be honest. And I think a very big one is I don't have a channel trailer, so I should probably make one of those. But that I also don't have a schedule. I just don't think I can. I'm away too much. Thank you, Thinking Soup. And like, I would love to do a couple of these morning streams for like an hour a week. And then games at night, like just chatting in the morning and games at night. But it just depends on my schedule. And it's like, sometimes you're just too fucking tired, you know? You know what I mean? Am I working Santa Monica Studio today? Yes. I do not have the day off. I will get to work at probably 9:30. A little bit before that. Probably I'll stop streaming when we've been live for an hour. And then to work. Your channel is what works for you. Don't make it a huge chore that you hate. I will never do that. But I also just don't do anything to make my Twitch appealing to anyone. Like, why are people here? And I think that being at TwitchCon and listening to people who are smart made me realize that. And I was like, oh, yeah. But I've always made it part of my vibe that everything is very low key, because then people don't expect too much of me. Which I think is kind of important when I don't do it full time. I don't want people to expect me to stream every new game because I can't always do it, you know? Work and that. Thing that makes me laugh a bit about Twitch is that most of the largest channels put in the least effort to make the format appealing. Even video is not that important. Sound is super important. I do think that drama is very important on Twitch, unfortunately. Like, it feels to me like Twitch is a modern avenue for reality TV in some ways, where being involved in drama is so beneficial to a Twitch channel, like objectively. And there are so many things where I could have gotten involved in drama or made a comment on things that I was involved in that I was like, we're just not going to talk about this. I don't want to talk about this. I could have made way more comments on anything to do with like Adam Kovic or Marty Sleeva or whatever else, just things that I just like refuse to talk about, and recognize that it would be so good for my Twitch career, but I don't have it in me. And like, there are people who've been canceled that I could have spoken up about. Like dudes who've been canceled for things who had also done some creepy shit to me, but I just don't want to. I'm a real, what if we talk it out kind of person, not with the creepy shit stuff, but I just don't have it in me. I can't do it. And I just recognize that that's so important for being successful on Twitch. But I just, At what cost? Your soul. Like, I don't know how people do it with no shame. Like, if you exist in an online space for a long time, there's going to be drama that surrounds you. Commenting on it is just so good for Twitch. It's a really weird thing where I feel like in a lot of cases, like I said, Twitch has become reality TV. It's like a Big Brother, but virtual, in that commenting on drama is super helpful. And collaborating with the same people, like in circles who surround drama, is also very beneficial. Like, if there were anything that I would say is going to work for you on Twitch, it's get involved in drama. I just won't do it. I think a lot of the top streamers just don't feel shame. Yeah, that's also a thing where, like, I come from a YouTube background, and I think YouTube makes you a lot more cautious. Where these Twitch streamers just wilding out saying whatever the fuck they think without even thinking about it. Like, they just go for it. Talk shit about each other live. Like, it's crazy. And because of that, I think I will never be successful on Twitch, but at least I'm, like, mentally okay, you know? I'm all right with that. I don't need that. I also have a real career, yeah. But my real career, to be clear, I don't think would care if I, like, started talking shit about people unrelated to the industry on Twitch. Like, no one would care about that. It's just, it's really weird. It is a modern sort of Big Brother, even though I know Big Brother still exists, where people are encouraged to talk shit about each other, and almost sustain drama. I mean, some of the biggest Twitch streamers even use it in their like titles, in order to be relevant. And I guess, like, relevance is just such a big currency that, like, definitely drives traffic. Audiences clearly love it. It's not even really the fault of the streamers for, like, vying into a thing that people are clearly interested in. It's just not for me. It's just not for me. No multi-stream on YouTube and Twitch. I will, but not for stuff like this. Not for just chatting. Can I recommend any course or resource for someone stepping into video game writing? Do game jams. Game jams. Obviously, make sure that you know how to write and practice writing. Thank you, MK Nutstrup. Thank you so much. Appreciate ya. Yeah, YouTubers do the same thing. Just not, like, it's not as consistent in that, like, it's not all of the big ones. Like, there are drama YouTube channels, whereas I feel like all of the big streamers have to be involved in drama. I'm sure there are some who aren't. I obviously, like, I'm not that familiar with this platform, but yeah. Can you write for a game jam if you want a designer? Yes. Thank you, Pilot Jim Jones. Drama on Twitch and YouTube is annoying as fuck. Well, related to that, I was going to make a video about Sniper Wolf this week, and I'm so hesitant to do it because it feels like drama. But there are things that I want to say. You know? And I was like, I feel like I should say this. Which is me doing that, but it's an exception, and it's like, and I'm late to it, so it's not like I'd be capitalizing on the drama. There's just some stuff that's like about that's just really bothered me that I wanted to say. So I think I will. But again, I'm late, so I'm not just like diving in on drama. I think I will though. Surpass drama, that's fair. Yeah, it is a bigger deal than just drama. Yeah. But I'll probably make a video about that because I'm trying to make less YouTube videos. I'm trying to, like, fix my life, you guys. I'm too overworked all the time. I can't keep doing it. So trying to make less videos but more like bangers. And so far that's doing very well. And I think we'll start maybe I did the Starfield Direct of female video game characters ugly now. Games industry sucks. Before that was Flying into the Sun in Starfield. 50,000 Potatoes in a Room. They're all less, like, I'm doing them less often, but I'm doing bigger topics. And so it's like I just do one a week, where there was a point where I was doing videos every day. And obviously I'm doing shorts, but those are really fun for me. Like, I like doing the shorts. I'm also thinking about, I'm going to talk to Patreon about it before anything else. Because Video Game Writing 101, which is one of the podcasts I do, and I also do Voice Acting 101. Video Game Writing 101 is so hard to do. In that there are 2 episodes of that show that I've recorded that PR then scrapped. It's a very difficult show to make in a way that I didn't expect. I'm thinking about combining those 2 things and doing a like video games 101. So then I could branch out and also talk to like someone who makes AI. Or like a level designer. Like if I do, instead of just like focusing, I'll talk to Patreon about it and they will ultimately get to decide. But yeah, that maybe I specifically like do a why does PR get involved? It's their jobs. But yeah, like focused on a game? No, focused on talking to game devs about what they do. So instead of doing Video Game Writing 101 and Voice Acting 101, I do Video Games 101. I'll still have a lot of voice actors because people love seeing them. But just like broaden it, talk to a bunch of different people every month. I could also invite PR to talk about it, to talk about PR. But PR are on a lot of the calls, but the last one got scrapped because they said too much. They were worried it was going to get rid of the mystique. I guess someone higher up in PR was like, no, you can't publish that, which fucking sucks. Yeah, I think I might. But like I said, I'll float it with Patreon and see what the people on Patreon think first. I think I might do that. It would be like my version of the Joe Rogan experience. Where I just talk to people whose jobs are really interesting. But then sometimes I'm like, man, I know these shows don't get views. Is it worth it? I don't know. I think it is. The Patreon community's there for that, even though they don't get views. Charlana's experience. Yeah, I was like, I could call it the Alanah Pierce experience. But it's probably got to be video game related. We also finished the last episode of Red Lips Orange Car, and that I will probably publish. Maybe I'll even publish that on Patreon today. Probably go up on Friday. It's the season finale. And then I've already got my cast for the next slew, which will start in January. I'm super excited about that. Finally managed to organize it. Yeah, dude. The show got cancelled so many times. It's so funny. I find it hilarious that Red Lips Orange Car with Fiona Nova and Charlotte was harder to schedule than Play, Watch, Listen with Austin Wintory and Mike Bethel and Troy Baker when he was on the show. Like, that's so nuts. But we're not doing Play, Watch, Listen this week. We will be back next week. Honestly, Fiona travels a ton, and like both of those girls like are doing such cool stuff. Like Charlotte obviously travels with her mom's home with music as well. I also think they both have like way more interesting social lives than me. So they have shit to do. It is what it is. I think content on YouTube is moving from quantity to more quality. Like I adore Nikki Jakey's channel and he uploads so seldom. Always banging, same with girlfriend reviews. Yeah, look, that's tough for me because I can't put out that much quality because like that's all they do. You know, like they could work on these videos for months. I can't do that because of my job. So I can't compare to those people. But it's more, I can just make more specific topics. If that makes sense. That's what I think I will do. You said when Troy was on the show, it's official. He's no longer part of the show. Effectively. We said it on, I think it was episode like 136 that we announced it, that Troy's, I mean, he hasn't been on since March. He's just not really, I think what he said to me was, like, obviously I was like, oh, we need to have a chat at some point about the fact that you've not been on the show because he just like stopped replying to us kind of. So I didn't know what was going on. So I was like, hey, can we talk about, like, we would just keep doing the show and like hope he would show up, but he just kind of stopped responding, which is totally fair. He's obviously a very busy guy. Travels a ton, he's a dad, all that stuff. So I called him and was like, hey, I just want to know what's going on. Do you want to keep doing the show? What's up? And he basically just said, it was something like, he just like, yeah, he had trouble finding the time for it, which again, I think is totally fair. We did it for 2 years. And when we first started doing it, it wasn't supposed to be weekly. That happened during the pandemic, and I think it's a miracle that it still exists post-pandemic anyway. So it's not even really unexpected. But the thing is, like, it's not like he's like, we'll have him back whenever we can. So like, if Troy's got a game coming out, then I will ask Troy if he can come on the show, and he said he was totally down and would love to. So it's not like he's like gone forever. He's just not really able to do the show anymore. Frankly, neither is Austin. Like, we make it work whenever we can. It's really easy for Mike, because for Mike, it is after hours. Obviously, there are still times when Mike can't do it either. And I do it in a lunch break, so it works pretty well for me too. Some weeks I can't, So it's, yeah, if there's a time where it makes sense to have Troy on, like he's got a game coming out, we will 100% have him. He's still like a part of the show, but yeah, he's kind of he's just too busy. Guy's too busy. And it makes sense to me. I don't think there's any slight there that he can't do it post-pandemic. And yeah, we're liking having guests too. We were never going to do that when it was the four of us, but the show's different now anyway. The only other thing is I need to change the logo. I realize I need to change the logo, but maybe I'll do that for 150, because Troy's not as much a part of it anymore, but he's still part of the essence. You know what I mean? He's still part of the core. I mean, I love talking around me. I'll always have him. He's a real one. Oh, yes, I am Gil Costa, a Seosin fan. Anthony Green follows me on Twitter, and I think about that a lot. I think he still does. Let me check. Anthony Green. He does. I mean, he follows 40k people though. But it's still like, the day he followed me, I was like, at 2? Anthony Green, the singer, yes. Seosin, Sucker Survive. He's gone from regular to recurring. That's a really good way to put it. Yeah. Invite Grant. Yeah, we could have Grant. What is like other actors? I mean, I guess, yeah. It's a bummer to not have him, because like the show was so fun. But I'm just glad the other two still wanted to do it. The 7 years guy, indeed. Related to John and Hank? Don't think so. All right. I'm gonna get to work, everybody. Let's go raid. Everyone I'm following is offline. You know what? Let's go raid Marine Mammal Rescue. I'm hoping to stream Spider-Man tonight at 6 p.m. So be there or be square. It depends on if my cable arrives in time, but I'm hoping to. 6 p.m. PT, yes. I have not played it yet, so we'll be playing it for the first time. I'm super excited about it. And go say hi to these cute marine animals, everybody. Have a wonderful day. Have a great week. Thank you, Requiem's Dance. I'll see you all tonight.